Hey, welcome back, ASTD fans. Today, we're not just going over a random list. We're breaking down the most complete, most accurate, and most practical tier list in All-Star Tower Defense X. Whether you just started playing or you've been grinding nonstop, this video is something you don't want to miss. We're covering everything from 3-star and 4-star units all the way to the most powerful 5-star Unbound characters. We've organized this list into S, A, B, support units, and beginner picks, so you'll know exactly who to level up and who to skip. Plus, we'll talk about which characters shine in trial mode, who can carry your entire team, and how to build the perfect lineup. And hey, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your favorite lineup in the comments. Let's start with the S tier. These are the meta units. If you pull any of these, just max them out. No questions asked. Michishibo, Unbound. Arguably the strongest unit in the game right now. His full screen slash obliterates everything in sight. He's great for trials, infinite mode, and waves. The only catch? He's incredibly hard to get, with a 0.01% summon rate, and takes serious resources to evolve. Darkwing, a flying unit with long range and high speed, he's perfect for cleaning up high HP enemies later in the game. The downside? Only a 1% drop rate, and his upgrades are expensive. Etrite stuns enemies on hit while dealing continuous damage. Amazing for controlling waves and locking down crowds. Super God Koku, an absolute mountaintop beast, throws out huge energy blasts that nuke entire areas. Fantastic for high wave clears. Jin Sung, not only does he hit hard, but he also summons Igris to help fight alongside him. It's a double threat that melts bosses. Super Boral hurls massive energy bombs that cause explosive area of effect damage. He's all about raw power and satisfying full-screen wipeouts. Venus blankets entire lanes with constant rapid-fire projectiles. Great for defense-heavy maps and long enemy paths. If you pulled any of these, consider yourself lucky. Focus your resources on them, and they'll carry you far. These aren't quite meta, but they're still top performers. With the right synergy, they can outshine S-tier units. Water Goddess fires energy orbs from afar, great range, high damage, ideal for locking down long enemy routes. Slayer Mage, think of a rapid-fire rocket launcher. Huge AoE damage and fast cooldowns make him perfect for mob clearing. Aran switches between two modes, ranged DPS and soldier summoning. Extremely versatile and useful in most game modes. Zero/King Kawe, support specialists. They don't do much damage, but they boost your main unit significantly. A must for serious setups. Iki, Hollow. Hits with a flurry of slashes in a straight line, feels great to use and wrecks waves of enemies. The strongest one! Massive single target hits, plus a burn effect that keeps dealing damage. A boss slayer through and through. Kujo, fast attacks, decent AoE, a reliable mid-game carry that fits well in most lineups. Zoro slashes through enemies with blinding speed. Linear AoE that's super satisfying when enemies are lined up. Explosion Artist, a flying AoE unit. Not flashy, but great for early game wave control. Uni shreds bosses with high single target DPS. Fast, focused, and deadly. White Stash, chain AoE attacks and built-in shield breaking. Excellent against tanky enemies. Nighty, quick linear, Anno Domini strikes that look like dark energy waves. Reliable for crowd control, these units are easier to get than S tier, and still very viable in Trials and Infinite, definitely worth building if you're missing meta picks. These units aren't bad, but they're best used as stepping stones. You'll likely replace them later on, but they're great for story mode, early trials, and farming materials. We won't list every single one here because, frankly, they're not worth heavy investment. Focus on using them as placeholders until you pull stronger options. Some solid early picks include Ice Queen, Control/Freeze unit, Humble Swordsman, early bleed damage, Gen, basic AoE starter, Koro, decent crowd clearer, Ramen Grill Master, economy unit, still viable late game. Team building tips. Let's break it down based on your progress. Early game, mid game, and late game team builds. Knowing which units shine at which stage makes it easier to plan your resources and lineup. Early game recommended team. Main DPS, Kujo or Humble Swordsman. Support, none needed yet. Focus on raw damage. Control, Ice Queen. Freeze. Economy, Ramen Grill Master. Get him early for better scaling. Extra slot Jin or Koro for extra AoE coverage. Why it works. Cheap and accessible units that carry you through story mode and early trials. Mid-game recommended team, main DPS. Iki, Hollow, Zoro, or Slayer Mage. Support, Zero, or King Kawe starts becoming valuable. Control, Etri or Shirtless Magician. Economy, Ramen Grill Master, still a core pick. Flex, Aaron or Water Goddess for map coverage or versatility. Why it works. More specialized damage and support to handle stronger enemy waves. Late game / endgame. Recommended team. Main DPS, Michishibo, Jin Sung, Super God Koku. Support, 0+ King Kawe for stacked buffs. Control, Etri, Mysterious X, Stun, or Venus for lane. Lockdown. Economy, Ramen, early placement. Swap out once scaling is done. Flex, Dark Wing, Anti-Air, Super Boral, AoE Nuker. Why it works. Optimized team that covers every type of threat. Bosses, air units, mobs, and support scaling. Also remember, mix cheap and expensive units to stay efficient. Prioritize DPS traits like Bloodlust and Genesis. Support traits like Companion, boost your buffers. Hidden potential paths should enhance each unit's core role, DPS, control, or utility. All right, that wraps up the most complete ASTD X tier list available right now. Hopefully, this helped you figure out who to build, who to skip, and how to put together a team that can handle anything the game throws at you. Got a favorite unit that carried you? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped, make sure to like and subscribe. We've got more guides and updates on the way.